As I spend more and more time on the ladder, I realize there's only two things that I really want. And number one is to do a lot of damage in the early game. And then number two, do a lot more damage in the end game, which is why today we are going to play Cinderace EX combined with Charizard EX. Yes, sir, you heard that right. We are going to take Cinderace EX and its first attack, Flare Strike, doing 280 damage, and try to do a lot of damage in the early game with the help of Charizard EX and its Infernal Rain ability. It's just the single best way to accelerate fire energy to this Pokemon, and since rotation, after we lost double turbo energy, Cinderace just fell off. Not that it was ever very meta to begin with, but that's such a sad thing to say because it does have two very great attacks, and with the help of Munkidori, we can have an even better Dragapult matchup because if we do Adrenabrain 30 damage from our bench on a Dragapult, we now have it at 290 HP, which sadly is just 10 HP away from a knockout with Cinderace, but then you can just Adrenabrain again, yada yada yada. Now the cool thing is Cinderace has 0 retreat cost, right? So it can retreat for free, so you can use Flare Strike doing 280 damage, and then you can retreat into the Charizard EX and do 180 or 210 damage or whatever you're doing at that point. And you might not even have to retreat, you can just go right into Garnet Volley if you do have the Sparkling Crystal attached. This is going to be our A-Spec for the match, and sadly we're not playing any fighting energy because trying to put all that together is just a little clunky, but this is the best I can work out, so let's get into some games and see how it plays. Alright team, here we are going second, and our opponent had a pretty good start as compared to us. Our start sucks. Yeah, we're gonna have to go ahead and just attach pass, baby. Hopefully an Iono is coming here, right? I hope it's not a Professor's Research, just Iono us. Help me out. No, they start with an Earthen Vessel, getting rid of the Dark Energy. Okay, that's great. They're gonna grab some metal. You love to see it. And now, sadly, they are probably going to retreat the Petron, do some goofiness, and attack us with the old Duraludon. I'd rather that not happen. But they do just pass, and we do get an Zorua. Wow, that's worthless. Still no way, no how to attach energy, and you know what? Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and pass. All right, well, not a good start for this deck, man. Not at all. I mean, they're not having a great start, but, you know, they don't want to Iono us here, if I'm being honest. Like, if I were them, I would just let the draws go, and look at that. They just attach another energy, and what are they going to do? I don't think they're going to Iono us. No, they just evolve into the Archaludon, and they pass. Okay. Yep, so, oh, thank God, a Buddy-Buddy Poffin. All right, there we go. Let's just go ahead and grab you two down, and now, I think best thing for me to do is to attach energy to the Scorbunny here. Maybe we get, I mean, a little juice, a little sauce. But, you know, good thing is we are doing 280 damage with Flare Strike, so if we can get lucky enough to go into Cinderace and accelerate enough energy, bro, they get an energy off the top deck. All right, well, here they go. They retreat into the Archaludon. And they just Metal Defender. 220 damage. Down goes Munkidori. Alright, so I think we're just going to have to give him the end Zorua. I think that's our only option here. I don't know if we're going to get a good top deck here. I'm hoping so. Bro. Oh, are you joking? Oh my God, bro. There was a light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, well, that sucks. You know what? At least we can still attach energy there. And then, you know what? I'm not going to waste the Night Stretcher. Let's just let them take out Zorua. That way we can at least go into Cinderace. And, oh, you know what I just realized? No, we are only doing 280 damage. They're not going to poison themselves. Why are they doing that? They're already knocking us out. Bruh, and they get a Munkidori and a Duraludon, and ooh, not a good match, dude. I'm just a Nest Ball. Fezandipiti, help me out of here. But, you know, the good thing is that's why we're playing Charizard, right? Because Charizard just gets stronger with time, so we might get lucky. Oh, we get an Iono. Okay. Well, you know, let's just attach energy there, and then, you know what, I'm going to play the Night Stretcher. I'm going to get back the Munkidori. I probably should have checked my deck some way, somehow, with that Buddy-Buddy Poffin to see how much dark energy we had, because we only run 2, and I need another one here. There we go, we do get a Buddy-Buddy Poffin, so I really do want the Nest Ball here, so, or excuse me, not the Nest Ball, the Fezandipiti. So let's go ahead and evolve into Charizard EX real quick, and then I think what we need to do, ooh, we only have 2. Okay, so I think I've used a ton of energy so far. Yeah, let's go ahead and Ultra Ball away these 2 bad boys, and we will grab Fezandipiti if I didn't prize it, and we didn't, thank God. Go ahead and throw that bad boy on the bench, and we will flip the script. Just, man, come on, give me something here for next turn. Ooh, boss's orders too. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna need that, so you know what, we're just gonna go ahead and do 180 damage to Archaludon, and now I have to get an energy here, right? I have to get a dark energy to put on Munkidori, and then hopefully do, oh no, bro, they might just have the Turo. Yep, oh, they hit the Turo. Oh, you hate to see it. Okay, well, we knew it was going to happen, right? It was inevitable. And they play another Pokégear, and they grab a Carmine. Okay, so yeah, there was no chance we were missing out on the, oh, interesting. They do Metal Defender. They don't play a supporter. Bro, oh, we do get a Sparkling Crystal, so we're still short the energy. So here's what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to go ahead and use the Sparkling, or attach a Sparkling Crystal, and then use my free retreat here. And then we've got Charizard EX. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just use the boss's orders. I'm going to go ahead and Burning Darkness the Duraludon on the bench, because they have the Turo, they have the Carmine. I don't want them to have an easy, oh yeah, Night Stretcher back, whatever. And yeah, we do get a Charmeleon off the prizes. Actually, now that I think about that, that was probably really dumb. I should have saved the boss's orders for a Fezandipiti. Why did I do that? Why did I think that that was a smart play? I don't know, but they go ahead and they play Earthen Vessel. They get rid of the Carmine. They grab 2 Metal Energy. Oh, they play another Carmine in their hand. Okay, so they had, yeah, okay, they had the Archaludon, Professor Turo in their hand, so who knows, maybe that was a good play, maybe it wasn't, I don't think it was, but they do play down a Blood Moon Ursaluna, which is great for us, that is a 2-prize liability, and they do just go ahead and Metal Defender. Alright, if I can get an energy here some way, somehow, to attach to Munkidori or a Night Stretcher. No, we get the switch. That's not what I want. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and play the Buddy-Buddy Poffin, and I'm going to prep another Charizard, and I probably should have played that Buddy-Buddy Poffin prior to it, but yeah, let's just go ahead and Burning Darkness for the knockout. Yeah, maybe I should have switched into the Cinderace and then sacrificed the Cinderace there, right? Because now, I guess no, we are still doing enough damage with Cinderace to knock out the Blood Moon Ursaluna with Flare Strike. And our opponent does get the Ancient Booster Capsule attachment to the Brute Bonnet. They play Carmine, which means the boss's orders is not coming in. They play the Nest Ball, and they grab another Duraludon. They play Night Stretcher, they grab a Metal Energy, and think of, instead of an Archaludon, yeah, they attach the energy to the Duraludon, and they retreat into the Petron. I think I'm going to go ahead and switch into the Cinderace, and we do get a Nest Ball, dude. I play far too much Search in this deck. So you know what? Yeah, we'll just evolve you into the Charmeleon, and then I think I just switch into the Cinderace EX here. And then you know what? I'm going to Professor Research away the hand, right? We get a Dark Energy. So we get an attachment for Munkidori, so now we can at least take 2 prizes here, right? We can Adrenabrain damage onto the Badoo. Yeah, down goes Badoo, baby. And then we will knock out Pecharunt with the active Cinderace EX. And, ooh, we do get Rare Candy. Oh, this is actually, like, pretty good, you know? I'm not super upset about that. Ooh, you know what? I could have attached that energy to there, to the Cinderace, and we could have done Garnet Volley, but yeah, it's whatever. Oh, dude, that actually feels really good. So now we have, what, 1 prize card left, and we've got 2 attackers set up. They do have Munkidori, but can Munkidori do anything to help them right now? Now, they do play Ultra Ball, and they Ultra Ball away a Nest Ball and a Pokégear, and they grab Fezandipiti EX, and they just flip the script. And our opponent just concedes, bro! Okay, I thought they were going to Ultra Ball for the Archaludon, then knock out the active Cinderace with the Archaludon, in which case they had 2 prize cards left. Charizard is doing, I think, exactly 300 damage at 2 prize cards left. But man, that was actually a really fun game. All right, guys, here we are going first. And ooh, sadly, this is not like the going first start that I wanted. But I do want to check my deck / you know what? Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and play Terra Orb here. We'll grab the, actually, you know what? We only have 1 Charizard. And you know how much we have? Charmeleon. Let's see, what else? All the Scorbunnies, all the Raboots. Okay. Oh, bro, this feels sick, but I'm going to have to get rid of the Ultra Ball here and grab Cinderace and Counter Catcher and put a Scorbunny on the bench because we do have the Cinderace in hand and Arven for next turn. But yeah, more than likely here, Hop Zashian going second, dude, they're probably going to get the donk. Like, that's just how it works. You know, all you have to do, play Arven, you grab the Hop's Choice Band, you grab the Item Bell, and, ooh, you attach a Water Energy. Okay. Didn't see that one coming. And we just get Iono'd. Okay, so there goes our plan out the window. But hey, at least that means no Arven coming from them, but that also doesn't mean, like, no knockout. Oh, ooh, it's another Archaludon deck. Okay. Except with the Hop Zashian, which is much easier for us to knock out because, well, it's also weak to fire. Now, our opponent does play the Staryu, and they play Nest Ball to grab another Hop Zashian. And, it doesn't look like they're going to have much of a... Oh, thank God, dude. Just 30 and 30. All right. Had me really worried. Okay? I'm going to be honest with you. But now, we can just go into Rare Candy Charizard here, put 130 damage on the Hop Zashian, which I kind of want to do. We can go ahead and play the Zorua down. And you know what? I think that might be the play. So let's just Arven here. We'll Arven for, do I want Nest Ball, or I kind of want Nest Ball for Munkidori. That way we can manipulate the damage already on our bench. And then we'll grab Sparkling Crystal, and I can attach that to the Scorbunny. And then if they want to boss up the Scorbunny and knock it out, so be it. But at least now I am getting, should I be patient, and should I get Fezandipiti first in case something gets knocked out? Nah, screw it. I'm just going to go ahead and grab the Munkidori. Might as well. Yeah, and so we can attach the Dark Energy there. We can get rid of the TM Evo and the Fire Energy, and we can grab Charizard EX, Rare Candy Charizard EX, and that's actually pretty good. Now, sadly, we're not doing enough to knock out the Hop Zashian in the active, but I think I am just going to move this 30 damage over to probably the Duraludon. Yeah, let me think about this, because we have the 30 damage attached to the Charizard EX and 30 on the Scorbunny. I don't really want them to have an easy knockout on the Scorbunny, but yeah, I also kind of want to set something up for a knockout. You know what? I'm going to put this on Duraludon, right? That way we can knock it out with Flare Strike if it does go in the active, and then we do go into the active with the good old Cinderace EX. But yeah, and then we'll do 180 damage. So now we are in top deck mode, but honestly, that's fine, because we are going to move more damage, or at least 30 more damage with Munkidori, and they're not doing any more damage than, what, 220 with Archaludon, and 240 with Zashian, and then if they evolve the Staryu into the Starmie, they're moving, what, 6 damage counters? They do play Earthen Vessel, and they grab 2 Metal Energy. I don't know what that other card is in their hand, though. Oh, it's an Archaludon. Okay, well, that's really good. If we did have, Rare Candy, Cinderace, we could, do a Flare Strike for 280 knockout. And no, our opponent is just going to Insta Strike, doing 30 damage to the Charizard and then 30 damage to the Munkidori. So we'll go ahead and move this 30 damage, and I think I'm going to go ahead and move that 30 damage over to the Fezandipiti just to savor that for a... I said savor. I'm going to move it over there. That way we can do a volley attack, right? 180 plus 30 equals 210, right? So now we have the ability to KO the Fezandipiti and the Archaludon with Cinderace. Now, our opponent does promote into the Archaludon, and, they attach energy, and they play down the Postwick that they definitely needed last turn. But they go ahead and flip the script. Maybe we'll see... actually, I don't know what you want to play down here. They do play... a Krabby, bro! I don't know what rogue deck this is, but I'm here for it. It is awesome. And they just Metal Defender for 220 damage. Bro, and we get a Raboot off the top deck, so I think we just evolve into the Raboot here. We're not going to play the Switch, and yeah, whatever... Maybe we do need a Munkidori, or let's see, Adrenabrain, this damage onto... We'll do the Staryu, that way it's at 60, and now they're going to feel pressured to, actually do something about that. And then as far as playing the Arven, I'm going to play the Arven, and I'm going to grab the Nest Ball, and then Nest Ball, I'm just going to grab Fezandipiti. If they do have the boss's orders in hand, so be it. But I do want that in play right now. And granted, we could have grabbed the Ultra Ball for Zoroark, but there wasn't much we were doing. So we're just going to go ahead, 180 damage. Bad Boy's got 210 damage on it, and no Duraludon on the bench currently to back it up, so there's no Turo play right now, unless they just want to go into Hop Zashian and do... Well, I guess if they did go into Hop Zashian, they would do like 120 damage right now. Yep, and here it goes. Just the Metal Defender against the Charizard EX. Down goes that bad boy. Now, granted, I don't know what I want to go into here. I don't want to assume I can go into the Raboot. And since I have the Switch in hand, I'm just going to go into the Zorua, right? It just makes it super easy. So let's see what old Flip the Script gives us. Come on, something to get us out of this, baby. So let's go ahead and start with this. Let's just start by Adrenabraining the 30 damage onto the Staryu. Knock that bad boy out. Are you going to give us anything here besides a Crispin? Come on. Wow, that was an awful prize. Okay, so now what we can do, which, is totally fine. We can just Ultra Ball here let's Ultra Ball away the TM Evo and the Chi-Yu. Actually, we could have gone into Chi-Yu this turn, right? We totally could have. We could have taken a knockout on Archaludon. Ooh, that would have been really cool. But you know what? Let's just go ahead and grab the Cinderace EX. We'll evolve into the Cinderace EX here. And we can just go ahead and switch from the Zorua. And here, yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and... Flare Strike. Bada boom, bada bing. Yeah, and then I'll save the Crispin for next turn, and we can knock out the Fezandipiti, right? Because then I can just Crispin, attach the Dark Energy from the deck, and we're good to rock. Now, our opponent does pop Flip the Script. Ooh, they attach the Choice Belt, and they play Boss's Orders, probably bossing up the Zorua. Okay, so, let's see. Hopefully we do have that other Dark Energy in deck. I want to say that we do, unless it's in the prizes. And there you go, bro. Oh, and they made the mistake of trying to put the damage on Cinderace EX on the bench. Nah, big dog. Not how that works. But we'll just go ahead and go into the Cinderace, and if we wanted to, we could flip the script and potentially run into the Dark Energy, but I think we just Crispin here and pray, baby. Come on. Yep, look, there it is. And we'll just go ahead and put the Fire Energy into our hand. We'll accelerate the Dark Energy to the old Cinderace. Baby, look at you. Yeah, all I want to do is just put 180 damage on Fezandipiti. Thank God it's not a Terra Pokemon, or that would have been blocked. But down goes Fezandipiti, Charmeleon off the prizes. Dude, I'm honestly really loving this deck right now. All right, chat, here we go. We are going second, and we're playing against Dragapult, so this is going to be very interesting, because all they play is a Nest Ball, which if they had... Oh, no, they do have the Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Okay. I was really curious. Like, why would you play that right now? But no, totally okay. Dude, we have a really good... Oh, whoa, no Badoo here. Okay. Oh, so glad there's no Badoo coming. Oh, and we do get a Cinderace on the top deck, so let me be careful here, because we do need to grab Buddy-Buddy Poffin and TM Evo. Now, with the one Raboot in hand, do we have the other one in deck? No, we don't. So we'll have to go into Charmander here. Actually, you know what? We can go into Zorua, and then I do think we have the switch in hand. Yeah, we do have the switch in hand. So I might have to switch out and put that Scorbunny back on the bench and then sacrifice Zorua. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and just Buddy-Buddy Poffin, and we are going to grab Charmander and the Zorua, and then I'm going to sacrifice the Zorua here with the switch, attach the TM Evo and 1 energy, and then call it good, because I do not want to lose the Scorbunny. I would rather lose the Zorua, just because I want to start attacking with the Scorbunny as soon as freaking possible. But here we go, TM Evo, baby. I don't think there was anything else I wanted to do there. We'll save the Pokégear for next turn, and we'll go Charmeleon number 1. Okay, so hopefully the Pokégear will get us Arven next turn. That way we can go Rare Candy into Cinderace, and then evolve into Charizard EX, Accelerate Energy, and we're attacking. No, dude. Oh my god, bro. Our opponent Ionos us. Why do they always have to have the Iono? Oh, we do get Arven. So we do get the Rare Candy anyway. That's pretty cool. Pretty happy about that. And now XP share. That might be something I should consider. But no, our opponent just Rare Candies into the Dust Noir. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, you saw that one coming. If they pop the Dust Noir, then yeah, they're popping it on Charmeleon. Crap, bro. Good thing that they're using the Rare Candy right now, but man, that was gonna look so good, you know. And we do get the Crispin. So actually, wait a second. Now that we have Crispin in hand, if we can get the Sparkling Crystal here, we might be able to attack with Cinderace. Our opponent does pop the Recon Directive, getting themselves another Dracloak, and here comes the second Recon Directive, and they just pass. Okay, Sparkling Crystal on the top deck, please. No, it's another Scorbunny. Okay. Well, you know what? We can play the Nest Ball for the Fezandipiti. Maybe the Fezandipiti does roll us into a Sparkling Crystal. I mean, there's just... I've really got one chance here. Come on, give it to me one time. No, we do get another Arven though. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do instead. I'm gonna play the Arven, and I think I'm gonna grab Terra Orb and TM Evo. I'm just gonna hope they don't have the Rare Candy Dust Noir in hand. We'll go ahead and attach the energy to this Scorbunny here, and yeah, I think we just need to TM Evo and hopefully make some freaking magic happen next turn. We do have the one Charmeleon there, and we have the one Raboot here. Okay, so now two main concerns. I need to get Munkidori established as soon as possible, and I need to pray to God I do not get Iono'd here. Our opponent pops the first Recon Directive, and I knew it. I told you. Gosh darn it, bro. Screw Iono. And, I mean, we do get the Zoroark, but, that was the worst Iono ever. No Pokégear, no Arven, no nothing. Okay. Well, they do Dragon Headbutt. You know what? I'm going to go into the Charmeleon and just pray, right? I'm going to pray we get the Charizard because we can accelerate energy. We do get Dark Energy, so that's really good, but we need... Oh my god, we do get the Charizard. We also get... Okay. Woo, maybe I should have gone into Raboot here. That would have been really cool too. So here's what I'll do. I'll Ultra Ball away the Earthen Vessel and the Zoroark, and we'll grab Charizard EX and just double check How much energy do we have in the deck? That's my only concern. We have 4. Beautiful. All right, so we can evolve into the Charizard EX. We can accelerate energy. We can attach Sparkling Crystal to the Raboot, and we have the energy in hand for, what am I trying to say? Munkidori. Boom, baby, look at this. Oh, I love Infernal Rain. It makes me so happy. We'll put you there, and then now we can attach Sparkling Crystal. We'll probably attach 1 Dark Energy, right? Yeah, I'll just do it just for now, for, just to do it early, and we'll just... Boom. Burning Darkness, 240 damage. Good thing is, Counter Catcher isn't active. We're both at 4 prizes. They can pop the Duskulls and the Dusknoirs to take more prizes, which does kind of suck. So I do want to evolve the Scorbunny and the Raboot on the bench as soon as possible. Our opponent does pop the Recon Directive. They attach energy for turn, and they play the Brox. Oh, okay. So this is going to get them what? 1 evolution Pokemon. It's going to get them the Dragapult EX. All right, so now let's think about where they're going to put all this damage. Dude, I really need a Munkidori here, man. They also play down the Pokemon League headquarters. Okay, so pop the Burning Darkness, and they are going to spread it out. Totally fine. We are going to put a lot of damage on them here, but I need Munkidori, baby. Come on. Oh, we do get the Cinderace EX. That's really cool to see. So now that bad boy is prepped. And I'll just attach energy here to this Scorbunny for a Flare Strike later on in the game. And yeah, we're just going to have to swing for 240 damage. Yeah, that feels really bad because now all they have to do is Phantom Dive 1 more time. They're going to take 3 total prizes, and we don't have a way of taking... Ooh, actually, if they just have a boss's order in hand, they can boss up the Fezandipiti too. Yeah, so either which way, we do need to Iono them down to 1 and take 2 prizes, or they need to set up another Dreepy. Yeah, and here comes the boss's order. Okay, you knew that was happening, bro. Yeah, there goes the Fezandipiti. Okay, so they're taking a total of 3 prizes, and then next turn we can go into the Cinderace EX, and we can use the Volley. But the Volley just knocks out the Dragapult, and... Okay, yeah, so, ooh, they don't have any other attackers. No, you know what they probably do have? They probably have Rare Candy Dusknoir in hand, right? And they can just pop... No, well... Yeah, actually, that would happen, because they'd only be at 1 prize. We'd be at 2. Okay. Alright, well, whatever. We're just gonna go ahead and, yeah, we'll just Volley on the old Dragapult EX here, right? Because if they do have it with, Rare Candy Dusknoir, I mean, they've got it. It's their win, bro. Yep, bro, there's the Arven. I guarantee you it is Rare Candy. It's Ultra Ball Rescue Board. I'm telling you, it's gonna be Dusknoir. Yep, there you go. It's Dusknoir. Bro, that is ridiculous. Rare Candy Dusknoir for the win against Dragapult. That is... Oh, that's unfair, bro. Maybe I should play a Turo. And there they go. They evolve into the Dusclops just for gets and shiggles. But, yep, that is game, big dog. Down goes the Charizard. High IQ play, though. High IQ play. There was just nothing we could do. I needed an Iono there, and the Iono was not coming. But, yeah, just give me the prize. That's a consolation prize at best. And there's our Pokégear. Well, folks, there you have it. That was a good bit of fun, man. Cinderace EX. I love being able to do 280 damage in the early game. And then manipulating that with Munkidori, you are doing 310 damage, which does knock out some EX Pokemon. But that Garnet Valley attack, I mean, 180 damage, dude. You're knocking out Mew EX. And then when you use Munkidori, you're knocking out Fezandipiti. Like, a lot of good plays you can make. That Dragapult matchup was just, oh man, we were so close. I just don't know a better way to navigate that matchup. Maybe we should have gone into Chi-Yu there and tried to figure something out. But yeah, all in all, bro, this is a lot of fun. I don't know any other way to make this better, and I don't know any other way to play Cinderace to make it more effective. Maybe play another Munkidori. That would have helped us out a lot. And we didn't really use Zoroark there too much. So who knows, man? There's a lot of things that you can do, a lot of possibilities. But ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free, leave a like, drop a follow, and have a very, very wonderful day. Peace.